Hello there, my name is Allison, and I'd like to talk to you about a topic that's gaining much attention worldwide, the generations in today's workforce. Get ready because you're about to embark on a journey through the generations, that is. Now, before we dive into this information, let's take a moment to think about what makes a business successful. What makes you successful? Yes, we know that success takes knowledge, skills, determination, drive, and persistence. But there's something else that success involves: interaction and communication with others. If we can't build relationships, how can we continue to grow ourselves or our businesses? One way we can continue to grow is through our relationships. Relationships are vital because such a big part of our lives involves communicating. As the workplace becomes increasingly diverse with each passing day, it's even more reason to better understand each generation so we know how to effectively communicate with each other, especially in the workplace. Just take a look around. I guarantee that you'll see people of all ages working together. Okay, time for a pop quiz. What exactly is a generation, and how many generations are in today's workforce? I'll give you just a few moments to think of your answer. Okay, time's up. A generation can be summed up as a single stage in the succession of descent. In other words, it's a group of people whose lives have been molded by key time periods, events, and pop culture. A generation gap consists of the differences in attitudes and experiences between the older and younger generations. Today, there are 4 generations working together: traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation Xers, and the millennials. The generation gap I mentioned is our main focus for today. This gap poses challenges in communication, relationships, and our jobs. We need to identify these challenges and learn how to overcome them. How can we all work together for the betterment of ourselves, our society, and our careers? Each generation has certain characteristics and communication styles that make it unique. Each has its own interaction style. The skills and values are different. But all these differences aren't a bad thing. They're really a good thing because it brings diversity to the workplace and helps us to make better educated decisions for our business. However, because of the differences, sometimes tension and conflict can arise between generations based on age, beliefs, values, and more. Let's not deny it. We sometimes tend to put our own personal generation on a pedestal. What can I say? We might just be a little biased. Rather than maintain that form of thinking, today's generations need to learn how to work together most effectively. To do this, we need to understand the traits and characteristics of our own generation. We need to learn about the other generations to help us better interact. By learning more about each generation, we can combine our talents and work as one well-oiled machine to achieve common goals. Our goal today is to increase your awareness of the traditionalists, baby boomers, Generation Xers, and the millennials. We need to realize that each generation is equally important and valuable. There really isn't one generation that's better than another. We also need to learn how to understand each generation, accept them, and appreciate who they are and what they have to offer. We need to learn how to adjust our communication styles so that we can improve our relationships across the generations. Achieving this will help us to become more successful in all we do. Today, you're going to meet 4 people. Each one represents his or her generation. They're here to provide a first-hand account of their generation and the characteristics associated with that generation. Sit back, relax, and let's get started with our first generation, the traditionalists.